Okay, so we'll start our practical. So good afternoon, everyone. So as in today's session, we have seen the syllabus for practical. So as this is our first practical, so I will repeat the syllabus for practical once again because I am observing that few students are new for this lecture. That means those were absent for the previous lecture or middle session. So as we are knowing that for our fluid mechanics and fluid machines subject, we are having the total weightage is nothing but 125 marks. Out of that, 25 marks are reserved for the term work part, that is called as the internal continuous assessment part. So as a part of internal continuous assessment, we are having two type of practicals. One is the theory type of practical and second one is the performance type of practical. So whatever theory type of practicals are there, those are compulsory type of practical. That means there are two theory or assignment type of practical. Both the practicals or both the assignments are compulsory. So out of that, first one is nothing but numerical and theoretical assignment, which is based on basics of fluid mechanics. So in that basics of fluid mechanics, mainly we have to focus on the various properties of the fluid and related law. So here theoretical as well as numerical type of assignment will be there. So that will be the first compulsory assignment. And second one is nothing but related to the piezometer, that is nothing but simple and differential YouTube manometer. We have to study the theoretical part as well as numerical part related to the simple and differential YouTube manometer. So these are nothing but the first two compulsory type of theoretical type of practical. And whatever another part is there, so that another part is consisting of the performance type of practical. So performance type of practical means with the help of equipment, we have to do the performance and we have to take the reading, or we have to write down the observation table. We have to take the reading, and after taking the reading, we have to do the calculation and find out the result. So here we have to perform any 7 practical out of the 9 practical. So the list of 9 practical is nothing but first one is nothing but determination of metacentric height for a ship. Second one is nothing but determination of coefficient of friction for a pipe. Third one is nothing but verification of Bernoulli's theorem. Then next one is nothing but calibration of venturimeter or orifice meter. After that, determination of hydraulic coefficient of an orifice. Then trial on Pelton field. Then next one is nothing but trial on Francis or Kaplan turbine. Then trial on centrifugal pump. And last one is nothing but two problems or solving of two problems by using CFD software. So this is nothing but performance type of experiment. So out of those 9 experiment, we have to perform any 7 experiment. So as this is our first practical, so first of all, we are going to complete the theoretical type of practicals. So there are two theoretical type of practical. Out of that, first one is nothing but numerical and theoretical assignment based on the basics of fluid mechanics. So that basic part or first theoretical assignment first theoretical practical we are going to complete for this practical. So practical number 1. Name of practical is nothing but numerical and theoretical assignment based on basics of fluid mechanics. Based on basics of fluid mechanics. So here, which point we are going to cover? So the points which we are going to cover, those are nothing but here we are going to study the various basic properties of the fluid and its related laws. So what are the various basic properties of the fluid? So in that, first one is nothing but the density, that is also called as a mass density, or it is also called as it is called as a mass density or density. So that is also called as a specific mass. So that first property we are going to see. Then after that we are going to see what is meant by weight density, that is also called as a specific weight. Then third one is called as a specific volume. Sorry, third one is called as a specific volume. Then fourth basic property is called as a specific gravity, that is also called as a relative density. Then we are going to see what is meant by viscosity. Then various types of viscosity will be there, that is called as a dynamic viscosity, kinematic viscosity. Then related to the viscosity, we are going to see Newton's law of viscosity, that is the related law. Then we are going to see what is meant by surface tension. Then the property called as a capillarity, that also we are going to see. Then we are going to see what is meant by bulk modulus of elasticity. And at the end, we are going to see what is meant by vapor pressure and cavitation. So those are the various basic properties of the fluid. Those are the various basic properties of the fluid which we have to study under this practical number 1, that is nothing but numerical and theoretical assignment based on the basics of fluid and its related law. So most of the property you might be knowing. So here, what is the first property? Mass density. So whether you are knowing what is meant by mass density, whether you are knowing what is meant by mass density, because these are the various basic properties of the fluid, and you might have already studied those properties. So can anybody tell me what is meant by mass density? That mass density is also called as a density only, that is also called as a specific mass. Can anyone tell me what is meant by density? Density कशाला म्हणतो आपण? Am I audible? Hello? Am I audible? आवाज येतोय का माझा?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So what is meant by density? Can anyone tell me?
Mass upon volume, sir.
Mass per unit volume is called as the density. Okay. Then what is the unit of density?
Kilojoule per meter cube.
Kilojoule per meter cube. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
What is kilojoule per meter cube? Okay. Anyone else? Is it right? Okay. What is meant by weight density? What is meant by weight density? First of all, I will take the overview, how much you are knowing, and based on that, I will take this all those points. Don't worry. So what is meant by weight density? सांगा कोणीतरी. वेट डेन्सिटी मीन्स झालं नसेल तर झालं नाही म्हणून सांगा. ऐकलंय का आजपर्यंत कधी वेट डेन्सिटी कशाला म्हणायचं?
Weight of fluid to the volume of fluid.
Weight of fluid to the volume of fluid is called as the weight density. Okay, very good. What do you mean by specific volume? What do you mean by specific volume? कशाला म्हणायचं स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम? काय माहित आहे कोणाला? होय किंवा नाही? नसेल माहित तर नाही म्हणून सांगा, लगेच पुढे जाऊया आपण. सगळे पॉईंट कव्हर करायचे आहेत आपल्याला, डोंट वरी. But as a revision part, I am taking those points on. So what is mean by specific volume?
Sir,
Can
it
anyone
is a
tell me?
ratio of mass
It is a
to the
ratio of
volume.
mass per
To the
unit
volume.
mass to the volume. Okay. Anyone else?
It is the ratio of volume to the mass.
Volume to the mass. Okay. Anyone else?
Number of cubic meter occupied by 1 kilogram of matter.
Number of cubic meter occupied by 1 kilogram of
Matter.
matter. Okay, very good. Anyone else? What do you mean by specific gravity? What do you mean by specific gravity? Can anyone tell me what do you mean by specific gravity? That is also called as a relative density. What do you mean by specific gravity?
Density of substance to the density of reference material.
Okay. Density of substance to the density of reference material. Okay, good. Viscosity. What do you mean by viscosity? What do you mean by viscosity? Purposefully, I am asking those definition because already at the diploma level, you have come across all those definition. What do you mean by viscosity? Can anyone tell me?
Measure of fluid resistance to fluid.
Measure of fluid
Fluid
resistance to
to
its
fluid.
own flow. Okay. There are two types of viscosity. First one is called as a dynamic viscosity. Second one is called as a kinematic viscosity. Can anyone tell me what is meant by dynamic viscosity and what is meant by kinematic viscosity? Whether you are knowing, if you are not knowing, then simply say no. We will move further. Okay. Have you studied the concept called as a surface tension? Have you studied? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Whether you are knowing what is meant by capillarity, bulk modulus of elasticity. Last one is the vapor pressure and cavitation. Okay. One by one, we will go through all those definitions. So first one is called as a mass density. That is also called as a density, or this is also called as a specific mass. And that density or specific mass or mass density, that is denoted by letter rho. Density. So the definition of density, that is mass density or specific mass or only mass density. So it is the ratio of mass of the fluid per unit volume. It is the ratio of mass of the fluid per unit volume at any standard temperature pressure. So there are basically three types of reference condition. There are basically three types of reference condition. Those reference condition are called as the STP condition, NTP condition, and SRTP condition, or that is also called as a SATP condition. So first one is called as a STP condition, standard temperature pressure. Second one is called as a NTP condition, that is also called as a normal temperature pressure. Third one is called as a standard ambient temperature pressure, SATP condition. या तीन कंडिशन मधला डिफरन्स कोणाला माहित आहे का? स्टँडर्ड टेम्परेचर प्रेशर कधी म्हणायचं? when we are going to say it as a STP condition. What will be the value of temperature and pressure for STP condition? कोणाला माहित आहे? Suppose we are having one particular fluid. Suppose we are having one particular fluid. Suppose this is the fluid which is occupied inside one volume. So this is the fluid, and that fluid is we have poured that fluid inside one glass or inside one container, whatever it may be. So if I'm going to measure mass of the fluid per unit volume of the fluid at any of this condition, that means whatever mass as well as volume I'm going to measure, that both the mass as well as volume I have to measure either at STP condition, either at NTP condition, or either at SATP condition. Then and then only I am going to get the value of density. Otherwise, if I am going to measure the mass of fluid at STP condition and volume of fluid at NTP condition, then I'm not going to get the correct value of the density. So whether you are knowing this three reference condition, when to say it as a that condition as a STP condition, when to say this condition as a NTP condition, and when to say this condition as a SATP condition. So long form of STP is nothing but standard temperature pressure, NTP is nothing but normal temperature pressure, and SATP is nothing but standard ambient temperature pressure. माहित आहे का STP कशाला म्हणतो आपण? STP कधी म्हणणार आहे? So whatever fluid we are going to measure, so surrounding to that fluid, if temperature value is 0 degree centigrade, if temperature value is 0 degree centigrade and pressure value is nothing but 1 atmospheric pressure, 1 atmospheric pressure, that is nothing but 1.01325 bar, then that condition will be called as a STP condition. Then that condition will be called as a STP condition. NTP means normal temperature pressure condition. So if the temperature, if the reference temperature is nothing but 20 degrees centigrade, if surrounding temperature or reference temperature is nothing but 20 degrees centigrade and pressure is nothing but 1 atmospheric pressure, then that condition we are going to call this as a NTP condition. And SATP means standard ambient temperature pressure. So here word ambient temperature pressure is there. Ambient means whatever atmospheric or surrounding temperature pressure will be there, that will be called as a ambient temperature pressure. And that value we are considering this as a 25 degrees centigrade, 25 degrees centigrade and 1 atmospheric pressure. 1 atmospheric pressure. So this three reference condition you have to remember: STP condition, NTP condition, SATP condition. So density or mass density or specific mass is defined as it is the ratio of mass of the fluid per unit volume of the fluid at the same temperature pressure. At the same temperature pressure, that may be STP condition, that may be NTP condition, that may be SATP condition. Are you getting? Yes or no? Please reply. Are you getting? Okay. So whatever that mass density or specific mass is there, that is denoted by letter rho. That is denoted by letter rho. And if I want to calculate the unit of that mass density, what will be the unit of mass density? Mass density is nothing but mass per unit volume. So unit of mass is nothing but, what is the unit of mass?
kg.
It is the kg, not kilojoule. One of student has mentioned that kilojoule, not kilojoule. It is kg per meter cube. Kg per meter cube, that is the value of mass density. Kg per meter cube is the value of mass density. Are you getting? So fundamental unit is nothing but kg per meter cube. That is also mentioned in terms of sludge per feet cube or gram per centimeter cube. And if you see the value of density of water, so the value of density of water is nothing but 1000 kg per meter cube. Value of density of water is nothing but 1000 kg per meter cube. Now in the definition of mass density, we are saying that mass density is nothing but mass of fluid per unit volume of fluid. So whatever that fluid word is there, that fluid may be of liquid, or that fluid may be of gas. So whether value of density whether value of density will remain same for all the condition, or it will goes on changing as per as temperature pressure value will goes on changing. So my question is that we have seen the definition of density. Density is nothing but it is the ratio of mass of fluid per unit volume of the fluid at same temperature and pressure. So now my question is that whether the value of density will remain same irrespective of temperature and pressure, yes or no? Or in another word, I can say that whether value of density will remains constant for the particular fluid for any value of temperature and any value of pressure. काय होईल? डेन्सिटी व्हॅल्यू सेम राहील का चेंज होईल? टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशरची व्हॅल्यू जशी चेंज होईल तशी डेन्सिटीची व्हॅल्यू सेम राहील की चेंज होईल? काहीतरी सांगा. Do it fast. What will happen? Will tell. Do it fast. Until and unless you are not going to tell, I am not going to proceed further. What will happen when the value of temperature and pressure will goes on changing, value of density will goes on changing, or will it remain same?
Change.
Changing, sir.
It will goes on changing? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So here, as we are knowing that fluid is of fluid may be of liquid or fluid may be of gas. So here, if I am going to take one example, suppose here I am having one container and this is another container. So in one container, suppose liquid is available. In one container, suppose liquid is available. Suppose 1 kg liquid is available. And in another container, suppose 1 kg gas is available. 1 kg gas is available. So here, in case of liquid, though I am going to increase the pressure because we are considering liquid is merely incompressible, or that is equal to liquid is incompressible in nature. So though I am going to increase the pressure of that pressure of that liquid, then also whether value of volume will goes on changing. या ठिकाणी लिक्विड वरती जेवढं प्रेशर आपल्याला इन्क्रीज करता येईल किंवा डिक्रीज करता येईल, जर प्रेशर मी इन्क्रीज किंवा डिक्रीज केलं तर ह्या ठिकाणी व्हॉल्यूम मध्ये काय चेंज होणार आहे का? देयर विल नॉट बी एनी चेंज इन द व्हॉल्यूम इन केस ऑफ लिक्विड. So as mass remains constant, volume remains constant. That's why the value of density in case of liquid, irrespective of temperature and pressure, will remain same. जरी टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशरची व्हॅल्यू चेंज केली त्या लिक्विडच्या तरी पण काय होणार आहे? मासची व्हॅल्यू सेमच राहणार आहे, व्हॉल्यूमची पण व्हॅल्यू काय राहणार आहे? सेम राहणार आहे. दॅट्स वाय द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ डेन्सिटी विल रिमेन सेम irrespective of temperature and pressure in case of liquid. But in case of gas, जर मी ह्या ठिकाणी गॅसवरचं प्रेशर इन्क्रीज केलं तर तो गॅस काय होणार आहे? कॉम्प्रेस होणार आहे. किंवा गॅसवरचं प्रेशर जर मी रिलीज केलं तर त्या ठिकाणी काय होणार आहे? तो गॅस एक्सपांड होणार आहे विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू प्रेशर किंवा विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू टेम्परेचर. जर मी गॅसचं टेम्परेचर इन्क्रीज करत गेलो तर त्या ठिकाणी काय होणार आहे? तो गॅस एक्सपांड होणार आहे. आणि जर गॅसचं टेम्परेचर जर मी काढून घेत गेलो तर तो काय होणार आहे? कॉम्प्रेस होत जाणार आहे. दॅट्स वाय द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ मास डेन्सिटी of gas will goes on changing with respect to temperature and pressure. So this point you have to keep in mind that the value of density of a liquid will not goes on changing, or the value of density of liquid will remain same with respect to of temperature and pressure whereas value of density of gas will goes on changing with respect of temperature and pressure. Are you getting? So this is related to mass density or specific mass. Now here, to better understanding of that concept mass density, here I have taken suppose one wooden box. This is the wooden box, and that wooden box is having the volume as a 4000 centimeter cube. 4000 centimeter cube, and weight of this wooden box is 2 kg. So here, if I want to calculate the density of this wooden box, then density of wooden box is nothing but mass per unit volume. Mass is nothing but 2 kg, and volume is nothing but 4000. So as this is in centimeter cube, I need to convert it in terms of meter cube. So 1 meter is nothing but 100 centimeter. That is 1 meter is nothing but 10 raised to 2 centimeter. So 1 meter cube is nothing but 10 raised to 6 centimeter cube. So 1 centimeter cube is nothing but 10 raised to minus 6 centimeter cube. So here I will get the value of density of wood is as a 500 kg per meter cube. Similarly, if I am going to consider the same volume and same volume as a 4000 centimeter cube, so here, and instead of wood, if I'm going to consider the lead, so if that lead is having the weight as a 45.2 kg, then the density is nothing but 11,300 kg per meter cube. So this is related to the mass density. Then second property is there, that is called as a weight density, that is also called as a specific weight. Weight density, that is also called as a specific weight. So first one was the mass density. Here second one is the weight density. Density word is same, only the word mass instead of mass, here we are saying as a weight. So weight density or specific weight. So definition, it is the ratio of weight of the fluid per unit volume of the fluid at the same temperature and pressure. Weight of the fluid per unit volume of the fluid at the same temperature and pressure. So this weight density or specific weight is denoted by letter small w. It is denoted by letter small w. So here weight of fluid per unit volume is called as a weight density. As we are knowing that weight is nothing but mass into gravitational acceleration. Weight of the fluid is nothing but mass of the fluid. W is equal to mg. M means mass of the fluid and g means gravitational acceleration. So instead of weight, I can put the word as a mass of fluid into gravitational acceleration. Mass of fluid into gravitational acceleration divided by volume of fluid. So here, mass of fluid divided by volume of fluid. Mass of fluid divided by volume of fluid is nothing but mass density. Mass of fluid into volume of mass of fluid divided by volume of fluid is nothing but mass density, which is denoted by letter rho. So this is nothing but rho and into g. So the correlationship between weight density and mass density. So weight density is denoted by letter small w. So small w is equal to rho g. Small w is equal to rho g. Why small w is equal to rho g? Because w is nothing but, or weight density is nothing but weight of fluid divided by volume of fluid. Value of weight is nothing but mass of fluid into gravitational acceleration. And here mass per unit volume is nothing but density, mass density, that is nothing but rho. So W is equal to rho into G. So here W is equal to rho G. What will be the unit of weight density? कोण सांगेल? Unit काय असेल weight density चा?
Newton per meter cube.
Newton per meter cube. Unit of weight is nothing but Newton. Unit of weight is nothing but Newton, and unit of volume is nothing but meter cube. So Newton per meter cube, that will be the unit of weight density. So as we are knowing that the mass density of water at 4 degree centigrade was 1000 kg per meter cube. आपल्याला डेन्सिटी ऑफ वॉटर माहित होतं. किती होतं डेन्सिटी ऑफ वॉटर? 1000 kg per meter cube. 1000 kg per meter cube. जर डेन्सिटी माहित असेल, मास डेन्सिटी जर माहित असेल तर मास डेन्सिटी वरून वेट डेन्सिटी कशी कॅल्क्युलेट करणार आहे? वेट डेन्सिटी इज इक्वल टू मास डेन्सिटी into gravitational acceleration. So simply by multiplying it by 9.81, जर मी 1000 ला 9.81 न मल्टिप्लाय केलं तर जी काय व्हॅल्यू येणार आहे दॅट इज नथिंग बट व्हॅल्यू ऑफ स्पेसिफिक वेट ऑफ दॅट फ्लुइड. सो स्पेसिफिक वेट ऑफ वॉटर इज नथिंग बट 9810 न्यूटन पर मीटर क्यूब. 9810 Newton per meter cube. Are you getting up to here? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, third one is called as a specific volume. Third property is called as a specific volume, and that specific volume is denoted by term called as a nu. So, specific volume is denoted by term called as a nu. So here definition of specific volume, it is nothing but it is the ratio of volume of a fluid per unit mass of the fluid at the same temperature and pressure. Volume of a fluid per unit mass of fluid is called as a specific volume. Now here if you see this equation, volume of fluid per unit mass of fluid. So here if I am going to rearrange this equation, then if I am going to take this volume term at the denominator, then I will get that 1 upon mass of fluid divided by volume of fluid. 1 upon mass of fluid divided by volume of fluid. So mass of fluid divided by volume of fluid. Mass of fluid divided by volume of fluid is nothing but mass density. So 1 upon mass density. 1 upon mass density is called as a specific volume. So specific volume is also defined as reciprocal of mass density. Reciprocal of mass density is also called as a specific volume. Are you getting? So what will be the unit of specific volume? What will be the unit of
Meter cube per kg.
meter cube per kg? But volume of unit of volume is nothing but meter cube. Unit of volume is nothing but meter cube, and unit of mass is nothing but kg. So meter cube per kg is nothing but the unit of specific volume. So as we are saying that 1000 kg per meter cube is the density of water. As we are saying that 1000 kg per meter cube is the density of water, then what will be the specific volume of water? जर 1000 kg per meter cube मास डेन्सिटी असेल वॉटरची तर स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम काय असणार आहे? मास डेन्सिटी वरून वेट डेन्सिटी आपण कॅल्क्युलेट केली. मास डेन्सिटी वरून वेट डेन्सिटी कशी कॅल्क्युलेट करायची? वेट डेन्सिटी इज नथिंग बट मास डेन्सिटी इनटू ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल ऍक्सेलरेशन, दॅट इज नथिंग बट 9.81. म्हणून 9810 न्यूटन पर मीटर क्यूब काय झाली? वेट डेन्सिटी ऑफ वॉटर झाली. आपल्याला मास डेन्सिटी माहित आहे, वेट डेन्सिटी माहित आहे, त्यावरून स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम कसा कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा आहे? कसं कॅल्क्युलेट करणार आहे स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम? So we are knowing the correlation between specific volume and mass density. Reciprocal of mass density is called as a specific volume. That is nothing but 1 upon rho. 1 upon rho is called as a specific volume. Rho nu is equal to 1 upon rho. जर मला रो ची व्हॅल्यू माहित असेल, वॉटरच्या रो ची व्हॅल्यू, दॅट इज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ रो, दॅट इज मास डेन्सिटी ऑफ वॉटर 1000. So 1 upon 1000. 1 upon 1000, which is nothing but 10 raised to minus 3 or 0.001. That will be the density of specific volume of water. Are you getting? So here, as we are knowing that specific volume is denoted by letter nu, which is nothing but volume per unit mass. So fundamental unit will be meter cube per kg, and value of specific volume of water will be 10 raised to minus 3. Now, is temperature and pressure affecting on specific weight of fluid? आपण टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशरचं आपल्या मास डेन्सिटीवरती अफेक्शन होते की नाही चेक केलं. जर ते फ्लुइड लिक्विड असेल तर टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशरचा इफेक्ट ऑन द मास डेन्सिटी होत नाही. जर ते फ्लुइड गॅस असेल तर टेम्परेचर अँड प्रेशर गोज ऑन चेंजिंग, द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ mass density of that gas will also goes on changing. Similarly, we have to check, is temperature and pressure affecting on the specific weight of fluid? specific weight वरती त्याचा टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशरचा इफेक्ट होणार आहे का? व्हॉट यू से? Is temperature and pressure affecting on specific weight of fluid? If yes, then how? If no, then how? Can anyone tell me? कोणतरी सांगा रे बाबा. पहिल्या केसमध्ये आपण काय बघितलं? टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशरचा मास डेन्सिटीवरती किंवा डेन्सिटीवरती इफेक्ट होतोय का? तर आपल्याला काय कन्क्लुजन मिळालं? जर ते फ्लुइड लिक्विड असेल तर टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशरमुळे लिक्विडची मास डेन्सिटी चेंज होत नाही. पण जर ते फ्लुइड गॅस असेल तर टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशरच्या व्हेरिएशनमुळे त्या फ्लुइडची किंवा त्या गॅसची काय होणार आहे? डेन्सिटी किंवा मास डेन्सिटी चेंज होणार आहे. Similarly, another question is there, is temperature and pressure affecting on specific weight of fluid? If yes, then how that specific weight is being affected because of temperature and pressure? That means as temperature goes on changing, what will be the value of specific weight? That will goes on increasing, that will goes on decreasing, or remain same? Either anyone knows? Can anyone guess what will be the effect of temperature and pressure on the specific weight of fluid? Can anyone guess? So to find out this correlation, as we are knowing that the ideal gas equation or perfect gas equation is given by equation PV is equal to mRT. I will write here. As we are knowing that PV is equal to mRT, PV is equal to mRT. So here, if I am going to take this mass towards this direction, I will get that P into P divided by M, volume divided by mass, or volume per unit mass, is called as a nu. That is nothing but specific volume. So PV by M is equal to RT, whereas P by M is called as a specific volume. So P into nu is equal to RT, whereas P is called as the absolute pressure, nu is called as a specific volume, R is called as a characteristic gas constant, whose value is 8.314 or 8.312. T is nothing but absolute temperature. So here, as we are knowing that, so by considering this equation, इक्वेशन कसं आलं बघितलं आपण? PV is equal to mRT. जर परफेक्ट गॅस आहे असं कन्सिडर केलं तर PV is equal to mRT. So P into P divided by M is equal to RT. Here also, effect of temperature and pressure on specific weight. जर ते फ्लुइड लिक्विड असेल तर टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशरचा स्पेसिफिक वेट ऑफ लिक्विड वरती इफेक्ट होणार नाही. पण ते जर फ्लुइड गॅस असेल तर गॅस साठी आपण काय करणार आहे? परफेक्ट गॅसची कंडिशन कन्सिडर करणार आहे. परफेक्ट गॅसची कंडिशन काय आहे? P into nu is equal to RT. So here nu is nothing but specific volume. So we are knowing that specific volume is nothing but a reciprocal of mass density. So instead of nu, I can put as a 1 upon rho, because nu, that is specific volume, is called as a reciprocal of mass density. So instead of nu, here I can write as a P upon rho is equal to RT. So here rho is nothing but, as I am knowing that weight density is nothing but rho into G. Weight density is nothing but rho into G. That's why rho is equal to weight density upon G. So here instead of rho, I can put as a weight density upon G. So P upon weight density upon G is equal to RT, because here I have to find out the equation between specific weight, temperature and pressure. Equation between specific weight, temperature and pressure. So here P upon small w upon G is equal to RT. So here I will get the value of small w. ठिकाणी small w ची व्हॅल्यू काय येणार आहे? G into P divided by R into T. G into P divided by R into T. Here if I see, G is nothing but gravitational acceleration, that is constant value. R is also constant value. So if I am going to neglect the constant term, then here I will get that small w is directly proportional to P divided by T. That means small w, specific weight, is directly proportional to pressure and specific weight is inversely proportional to temperature. म्हणजे काय होणार आहे, जसं गॅसवरचं प्रेशर इन्क्रीज होत जाणार आहे, त्यावरून काय कन्क्लुजन काय निघते तुम्हाला, जसं गॅसवरचं प्रेशर इन्क्रीज होत जाणार आहे त्याच अमाऊंट मध्ये काय होत जाणार आहे, त्या गॅसची स्पेसिफिक वेटची व्हॅल्यू इन्क्रीज होत जाणार आहे. जर गॅसवरचं प्रेशर डिक्रीज होत गेलं तर त्या गॅसची स्पेसिफिक वेटची व्हॅल्यू काय होत जाणार आहे, डिक्रीज होत जाणार आहे. दॅट मीन्स specific weight is directly proportional to pressure. Specific weight is directly proportional to pressure and specific weight is inversely proportional to temperature. जर एखाद्या गॅसचं हे जे काय शिकवतोय तुम्हाला, though it is not the part of your practical, but it may be asked for your technical aptitude as well as for GATE exam as well as whatever various competitive exams are there. So in those competitive exam, this basics may be asked. So here small w is inversely proportional to temperature. That means if the value of temperature of gas will goes on increasing, the value of temperature of gas will goes on increasing, the value of specific weight of that gas will goes on decreasing. And if the value of temperature of gas will goes on decreasing, the value of specific weight of that gas will goes on increasing. That means specific weight is inversely proportional to the temperature of the gas. हे फक्त कशाच्या रिलेटेड आहे, इफेक्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर अँड प्रेशर ऑन स्पेसिफिक वेट, हे कशाच्या रिलेटेड आहे, फक्त गॅसच्या रिलेटेड आहे, लिक्विडच्या रिलेटेड नाही. लिक्विड मध्ये जर ते फ्लुइड जर लिक्विड असेल तर because of temperature and pressure there will not be any change in the specific weight of the liquid, but in case of gas, the as pressure goes on increasing, specific weight of that gas will goes on increasing, as pressure goes on decreasing, specific weight of that gas will goes on decreasing. As temperature goes on increasing, temperature of that gas is goes on increasing, specific weight of that gas will goes on decreasing. Temperature goes on decreasing, specific weight of that gas will goes on increasing. So that is the conclusion. Have you understood up to here? Yes or no? If you are having any doubt, you can ask me. Have you understood up to here? Or is it necessary to repeat once again? काहीतरी सांगा. Do it fast.
Last point.
Yes, sir. Repeat it.
Repeat. Okay. आपल्याला काय माहित आहे, PV इज इक्वल टू MRT, हे तर माहित आहे. आपण काय बघतोय ह्या ठिकाणी, तुम्हाला डेफिनेशन तर समजल्या, डेन्सिटी किंवा मास डेन्सिटी, वेट डेन्सिटी, स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम, ह्या तीन डेफिनेशन समजल्या का?
Yes, sir.
इथं रिपीट करायची काय गरज आहे का?
No.
No.
Okay. So here we are going to see, or I'm going to repeat the effect of temperature and pressure on the specific weight of the gas. टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशरचा इफेक्ट ऑन द स्पेसिफिक वेट ऑफ लिक्विड वरती होणार नाही, कारण की जसं मास डेन्सिटी मध्ये व्हॉल्यूम चेंज होत नाही लिक्विडचा, जरी तुम्ही टेम्परेचर किंवा प्रेशर इन्क्रीज केलं किंवा डिक्रीज केलं तरी त्या लिक्विडचं व्हॉल्यूम चेंज होत नाही, त्यामुळं डेन्सिटी काय राहते, कॉन्स्टंट राहते. त्याच पद्धतीनं वेट डेन्सिटी पण काय राहणार आहे, कॉन्स्टंट राहणार आहे. पण जर लिक्विडच्या ऐवजी गॅस असेल तर जसं तुम्ही प्रेशर इन्क्रीज कराल किंवा प्रेशर डिक्रीज कराल तसं त्या गॅसचा व्हॉल्यूम काय होणार आहे, डिक्रीज होणार आहे किंवा इन्क्रीज होणार आहे. सिमिलरली जसं तुम्ही त्या गॅसचं टेम्परेचर इन्क्रीज कराल किंवा डिक्रीज कराल त्या पद्धतीने काय होणार आहे, गॅसचा व्हॉल्यूम चेंज होणार आहे. म्हणजे काय होते, डेन्सिटी चेंज होते, गॅसची डेन्सिटी चेंज होते, म्हणून स्पेसिफिक वेट पण काय होणार आहे, चेंज होणार आहे. गॅसचं स्पेसिफिक वेट पण चेंज होणार आहे ऍज विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू टेम्परेचर आणि प्रेशर. मग तो कसं होणार आहे नक्की, ऍज वी आर नोइंग दॅट पीव्ही इज इक्वल टू एमआरटी. पीव्ही कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक गॅस कॉन्स्टंट इक्वेशन किंवा आयडियल गॅस इक्वेशन काय आपलं, पीव्ही इज इक्वल टू एमआरटी. पीव्ही इज इक्वल टू एमआरटी. जर मी हा एम त्या डायरेक्शनला घेतला तर काय होणार आहे, पी इंटू पी डिवायडेड बाय एम होणार आहे. पी म्हणजे काय, प्रेशर आहे. पी म्हणजे काय होतं, व्हॉल्यूम होतं. एम म्हणजे मास. आर म्हणजे कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक गॅस कॉन्स्टंट इज इक्वल टू आर इंटू टी. आर म्हणजे कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक गॅस कॉन्स्टंट आणि टी म्हणजे टेम्परेचर आहे. आता ह्या ठिकाणी व्हॉल्यूम पर युनिट मास इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम. व्हॉल्यूम पर युनिट मास इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम. दॅट मीन्स पी इंटू न्यू. P into nu is equal to R into T. Is equal to R into T. So what equation we are getting from ideal gas equation? P into nu is equal to R into T. पण न्यू म्हणजे काय, स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम आहे. स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम म्हणजे काय असतं, रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ मास डेन्सिटी. म्हणजे न्यूच्या ऐवजी मी काय पुटअप करू शकतोय, 1/ρ पुटअप करू शकतोय. तर ह्या इक्वेशन मध्ये न्यूच्या ऐवजी जर मी 1/ρ पुटअप केलं तर काय येणार आहे, P upon rho is equal to R into T येणार. P upon rho is equal to R into T येणार आहे. या ठिकाणी रो म्हणजे काय झालं, मास डेन्सिटी झालं. पण मला कशाची संबंध गाठायचा आहे, स्पेसिफिक वेट किंवा वेट डेन्सिटीचे मला संबंध बघायचा आहे. तर वेट डेन्सिटी म्हणजे काय असतं आपल्याला माहिती आहे, वेट डेन्सिटी इज नथिंग बट मास डेन्सिटी इंटू ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल एक्सेलरेशन, रो इंटू जी. तर ह्या ठिकाणी मी रोच्या ऐवजी काय पुटअप करू शकतो ह्या इक्वेशन मध्ये, रोच्या ऐवजी as I am knowing that W is equal to rho into G. That's why here I can put as a rho is equal to W upon G. So here instead of rho, if I'm going to put as a W upon G, instead of rho, if I'm going to put as a W upon G, so I will get the equation as a P upon W upon G is equal to RT. म्हणजेच W म्हणजे काय येणार आहे या ठिकाणी, जर मी हे इक्वेशन रिअरेंज केलं, जर मी हे इक्वेशन फर्दर सॉल्व्ह केलं किंवा रिअरेंज केलं तर मला काय मिळणार आहे, स्मॉल w दॅट इज नथिंग बट स्पेसिफिक वेट इज इक्वल टू g इंटू पी डिवायडेड बाय आर इंटू टी. पण ह्या ठिकाणी जी काय कॉन्स्टंट आहे त्याची व्हॅल्यू चेंज होणार आहे का विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू टेम्परेचर प्रेशर, नाही. आर ची व्हॅल्यू पण काय राहणार आहे, युनिव्हर्सल कॉन्स्टंट आहे. जी आणि आर युनिव्हर्सल कॉन्स्टंट आहे. जर मी हे कॉन्स्टंट जर काढून टाकायचं म्हटलं तर कॉन्स्टंट काढून टाकायचं म्हटल्यानंतर मला काय घ्यावं लागणार आहे, प्रोपोर्शनॅलिटी साइन घ्यावं लागणार आहे. दॅट मीन्स स्मॉल w will be directly proportional to P upon T. P upon T. त्याचा अर्थ काय, स्पेसिफिक वेट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू प्रेशर. स्पेसिफिक वेट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू प्रेशर अँड स्पेसिफिक वेट इज इनव्हर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू टेम्परेचर ऑफ गॅस. या ठिकाणी लिक्विडचा संबंध नाही. सो W is directly proportional to pressure and W is inversely proportional to temperature. त्याचा अर्थ काय, जर त्या गॅसचं प्रेशर इन्क्रीज झालं तर स्पेसिफिक वेट काय होणार आहे, इन्क्रीज होणार आहे. जर त्या गॅसचं प्रेशर डिक्रीज झालं तर त्या गॅसचं स्पेसिफिक वेट काय होणार आहे, डिक्रीज होणार आहे. प्रेशर आणि स्पेसिफिक वेट. टेम्परेचर आणि स्पेसिफिक वेटचा काय संबंध आहे, स्पेसिफिक वेट इज इनव्हर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू टेम्परेचर. दॅट्स वाय जर त्या गॅसचं टेम्परेचर इन्क्रीज झालं तर स्पेसिफिक वेट काय होणार आहे, डिक्रीज होणार आहे. जर त्या गॅसचं टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज झालं तर स्पेसिफिक वेट काय होणार आहे, इन्क्रीज होणार. सो दिस इज द इफेक्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर अँड प्रेशर ऑन द स्पेसिफिक वेट ऑफ गॅस. हॅव यू अंडरस्टूड? हॅव यू अंडरस्टूड नाउ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next one is called as a specific gravity or relative density. Next property is called as a specific gravity or relative density. So it is defined as it is the ratio of density or weight density of fluid to the weight density of standard fluid. weight density or mass density. Any density you can consider. Here, specific gravity or relative density, that will be denoted by letter S. So that can be defined as it is the density or weight density. कोणतंही एक घ्यायचं फक्त. आता जर मी डेन्सिटी म्हणत असेल, so density of any fluid divided by density of standard fluid at same temperature and pressure. किंवा in another way, specific gravity or relative density is defined as it is the ratio of weight density of any fluid, weight density of any fluid divided by weight density of standard fluid. Now, as in case of fluid, there are two phases, that is liquid phase and gaseous phase. So in case of standard fluid, so what is meant by standard fluid? So in case of liquid, we are considering pure water as a standard liquid. We are considering pure water as a standard liquid, which is having the density as a 1000, and weight density is nothing but 9810. And in case of gas, we are considering standard gas as a air. So here, as specific gravity or relative density is the ratio of same quantity, density upon density, weight density upon weight density. That's why what will be the unit of specific gravity or relative density? What will be the unit? Can anyone tell? It will be the unitless quantity. Okay, it will be unitless quantity. Why? Because it is the ratio of same quantity. So here, specific gravity or relative density, as it is the ratio of weight density or density of fluid to the standard fluid. So here, in case of liquid, specific gravity of liquid will be weight density of liquid divided by weight density of water, because standard liquid we are considering as a water. And in case of gas, specific gravity of gas is nothing but weight density of gas divided by weight density of air. So it will be unitless quantity. So as we are knowing that, so based on this, we can find out the weight density of fluid also, or weight density of liquid also, if we are knowing the specific gravity. So the specific gravity of pure water will be considered as a 1. Specific gravity किंवा relative density, water ची relative density तुम्ही किती म्हणता किंवा specific gravity किती म्हणता, 1 आहे, because it is the ratio of same quantity. आणि जर mercury जर consider करत असाल तर what is the value of specific gravity of mercury? What is the value of specific gravity of mercury? So 13.6 is nothing but the specific gravity of mercury. So if you are knowing the specific gravity of mercury, then you can find out the weight density of mercury as well as mass density of the mercury. So now, based on this basic property, so up till now we have covered 4 basic property. First one is nothing but mass density, second one is nothing but weight density, third one is nothing but specific volume, and fourth one is nothing but specific gravity or relative density. Now based on this 4 basic property, we have to solve the problems. Now what is the time? Okay, time
almost
is
4:30.
4:30, almost over. So whatever numericals will be there, that we will take in the next practical. Okay, so now you can write your roll number in the chat box and you can exit the meeting. But before exiting meeting, don't remain absent for any of the lecture, because so many students are remaining absent. So don't remain absent for any of the lecture. Then you can remain that particular session or for that particular lecture. While writing the roll number, write B and your number. Don't give space in between. That is, suppose B29, B64, likewise.